You're watching Melody Cherie. Talks about getting her own show. Also, to the Scotts and everybody else on that show, this is where your bread and butter came from, but you guys want to deny it. This is Melody telling you guys that she pitched this show.
Well, I'm just thankful that for me, that God has helped me in my right mind. He's given me strength. He's given me peace.
This is the Jasmine Brand with Robin Arrows.
And people who are supportive and who are praying for me, genuinely.
Yeah, and definitely. I see even in the comments, you have a lot of people who are rooting for you, who say that you're such an inspiration. And that's true. I want to give a specific shout out to your mom. I know she was, you featured her a little bit on the show, and she definitely seems like she's a great point of peace for you. And
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You can see that on the show with you. You can see how you carry yourself with your faith, with your, that's one thing that I can say about you, Melody. Like, if we can't say nothing else, and we can say a lot, but if we can't say nothing else, you carry yourself with such class, and just even with all that you've gone through. And so I know, that's much more that we get to look forward to in this season. And so I'm really excited about that. Can we talk a little bit about how you came up with this idea for this show? Because you
sure. Well, it was one of those things where, and first let me say this, my mom is amazing. I got to go back to that. I know we went to the next question, but she is amazing. She's an amazing support system also. She's always been a person, I would say, a person of peace. I can remember different instances. Girl, I used to be like, Mama, you too laid back. Let me handle it. Because I'm more outspoken than she is. At times, she's one of those people. In order for her to go there, you really gotta, have
push the button. Yeah.
But I'm a Scorpio all day, every day. Let it be known. Just being honest, I am. And so, but she is amazing. She's a great balance for me in my life. She can bring me on down a little bit and calm me down if I'm upset. So I thank God for her. But in terms of the show and the idea, it was one of those things where actually Martel and I were having a conversation one day, and he was like, hey, what's something that you really want to do or you could see yourself doing, for the rest of your life? And my response was being on TV, maybe hosting or acting, something in the entertainment arena. And so at that time, we were in our early 20s, had, this business, this multi-million-dollar company, had just had 2 children. So we were like that Black family who was, doing a lot, active in the community, always donating to different charities and going to different galas and events, giving back, making money, just kind of that couple, that family, right? Mm-hmm. And so we actually put together a treatment, and why not go to the best? So one of our friends told us about Carlos King, and how he'd been involved with the housewives. And so we put together a treatment, paid for a consultation, drove over to Atlanta and met with him. And after we met with him, it was a great experience, by the way. We shared with him our idea, gave him the treatment that we put together. And over the next few years, we stayed in contact with him and pretty much sold him why Huntsville would be a great place for a reality show. Because you think about Huntsville, Alabama, people have this, first of all, they have this preconception of what Alabama is. Mm-hmm. And so we had to show him how Huntsville, the number 2 research park in the nation, home of NASA, just sharing with him how great Huntsville really is. And from there, after time, I tell people, don't give up when things don't happen when you think they're supposed to happen. Delayed does not mean denied. So don't think that, it's not happening right now, so it's not going to happen. You keep pushing, you keep pressing. Stay determined, because when it's meant to happen, it'll happen. And for us, it was 3 years after that original sit down with Carlos King. And now we have the number 1 show for its time slot across all networks. So you just have to be patient and you have to be determined. And so that's where the whole thing came from. And I'm so thankful for that. I'm thankful for Carlos. He does an amazing job. What I love about him is that he believes in authenticity, and he believes in, showing things pretty much real time. And capturing it real time. And so it has been a great experience.
Yeah, and definitely shout out to Carlos King. He's done a great job. You guys have all done a great job with bringing this show together. Mm-hmm. Can you give us anything that we can look forward to? I mean, I'm going to just go ahead and put it out there. Is there anything that we can look forward to this season that's going to, be worth looking forward to in the season?
Absolutely. There's a lot that's going to be worth looking forward to. I've been telling people, if you thought season 1 was off the chain, girl, y'all better put on a seatbelt and get ready for the roller coaster ride for season 2.
Okay.
Because, of course, right now we're on Melody's special delivery, which I'm so thankful to God for that. Being the first baby special on the Oprah Winfrey Network, that's a blessing. That's something that will always stand through the course of decades and centuries, right? So I'm thankful for that. So, you guys are getting to witness that piece of it, but as we continue to go into the season, everyone gets involved, new couple, and, it's going to be a roller coaster ride. But what I hope and pray is that everybody can find someone that they relate to. And whether that's them personally or whether that's someone in their family or a friend of theirs that they say, you know what, that's you right there. That's you, you know what I mean? And, and I think that's one reason it's a hit is because all of us kind of grab a different audience, a different set of people that can relate to each of us. And so, it's going to be an amazing second season. This show is to own what Housewives is to Bravo. We ain't going nowhere.
Okay.
We ain't worried about going nowhere.
Okay, that's good. That's great.
I'm just being honest. So, y'all might as well just get.
I just want to add this. See how excited she is? This girl was so excited over her show that she had put together. A show that was going to show Black people in a positive light. Little did she know what she was in store for. The type of evilness that was coming into the show. That was the Scots and Wanda. Pure evil spirits entering into this show.
On board, if you ain't on board, and if you are on board, stay on board. Don't jump ship, because we ain't going nowhere.
Okay. And speaking of not going anywhere, are you guys in talks for season 3 yet? Because I have a feeling.
Well, that's not something we've discussed yet because we've been so pushed back with season 2 due to COVID, unfortunately. A lot of production has just been shut down.
Yes.
We still have more of the season we're shooting. So it's one of those things where it's, everything has been slowed down tremendously. But trust me, like I said, we ain't going nowhere.
Okay, and Melody, you have people in the comments asking, will you even consider your own show?
Absolutely. That's all I'll say. Absolutely.
And there it is, you guys. This what everybody, the rest of the cast member wants to prevent her getting her own show. They know the girl had the talent. She pitched this show. She has the ability to get her own show. They're thinking about what will happen to us if this girl get her own show.
That's all you're gonna say about it, Melody. That's all you're gonna say. Okay, but a possibility that something perhaps could be floating out there with you in your own show.
What's your question?
What do you do? You know what you're doing, Melody. You know what you.
What's your question, girl?
You are trained. Okay, you are trained, Melody. You are good. Okay, very good. So the question is, I think you've answered what the question is, that there's a possibility that you could in the future have your own show.
No, that your question was. Your question was, would I? And I said, absolutely.
Okay. Oh, you are such a pro. You are such a pro. Okay.
Look, yes. That's why I tell people don't try it, because look, I'm a Scorpio all day.
I get that. And I'm a Libra, so I try to weigh things out. Yes.
Oh my gosh, y'all are all about balance.
We are about balance.
But y'all are also, aren't y'all like indecisive too?
The what?
Indecisive, Libra.
We are indecisive. We are. Somebody else did that. Like I said, maybe I need to come to one of your mimosas with Melody and talk about, not being indecisive, okay?
Aww.
Yeah, okay. and then once after quarantine and COVID, once we get back to some normalcy, what do you plan on doing with Mimosas with Melody? Are you going to be traveling with that? Are you staying in Alabama with that? How is that looking?
Well, I had started traveling with it kind of right before, COVID happened, before I had my pumpkin in December. So my goal was to go to different states and cities, taking Mimosas with Melody there. But to be honest, I am exploring doing it differently, kind of on a different type of platform. So, I've got some other options, definitely. I've had some people reach out to me who want pretty much me to come and have the event, and they take care of everything else. Because typically what I've been doing, because it was a part of my ministry and a part of my purpose. So every Mimosas with Melody event, to be honest with you, I always ended up paying out of pocket $8,000 to $9,000 of my own money. Okay. And that's just being honest. And so it was just one of those things where I didn't care because it was a part of my purpose, a part of my ministry. But I've had people reach out and say, hey, we'll take care of all of this. You just come and host the event. So I've got different options. We'll see. I'll pray about it, honey, and make sure I go the best route, of course.
Yes.
So y'all heard it from her mouth. She's working on getting her own show. That's just all to it. Carlos is trying to block that. There's a problem with Carlos and this young lady. This Carlos is on other people's shows talking about this young lady. I've never seen anything like this before. A producer go to a blogger and call this girl a liar. He says that he did not believe that this girl phone was hacked. What is his problem with this girl? And that's what it is, that she may outshine him. This is Blacktitanic. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe. I'm in a room with your favorite person. You want to say something to your fans? No? You don't feel like talking this morning? Over there's my sister. Yeah, today is Saturday. And we'll be going home. Finally, it's been a long journey. And you guys been with me all the time, from the time he was in a coma to now. We'll be going home next Tuesday. Anyway, just signing out. You don't want to say nothing to your fans? He don't want to say nothing this morning. He said he ain't got time today. He got on.
I didn't have no time for me.
They ain't have no time for him. All right, bro.
That's somebody you picked up on.